Hey guys, welcome to day one of Rediscovering Easter. Today we're going to rediscover Jesus. So my wife is pregnant and we're super excited about it, but having watched her go through it the first time, I wouldn't have blamed her if she was like, not a chance, I'm never doing that again, right? The first time, she didn't understand the feeling, the pain that she was going to go through, but now that she does, I'm kind of like, why would you do that again? Love, right? We love our son. We love showering him with affection. We love being parents. When we think about Easter, the pain is obvious, isn't it? I mean, we look at Jesus. We look at the torture and the agony of the cross. We look at the shaming and the mockery. As we look at what he did for us, it's crazy. It's confusing even. And it gets even more confusing when we look at passages like John 1:1-3, where it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made." Before I read and really understood this passage, I thought of the God that created me as distant and intangible, powerful but impersonal. When this passage spoke to me, I saw something new. I saw Jesus, the Creator. Jesus made me, knowing everything that it would cost him, and that just blows my mind. Why would he do that? Was he lonely? No. Was he needing me to accomplish something he couldn't do on his own? No. Was he vain and just looking for worshipers? I mean, that doesn't even make sense, because why would somebody who's vain die for a lesser being? It must have been something else. Love. He wanted me to experience his love. Today's Good Friday, the day that the Christian faith remembers the death of Jesus. So why is it called good if it's a day that's marked by the death and torture of a person that we love and revere to be God? That's a good question. In many cultures, it's not called Good Friday, but black, holy, silent. But at some point in our culture, we started calling it good. And I actually think that's pretty beautiful. I think it's beautiful because good is such a huge part of who God is and what God is doing. When Jesus was called good by one of his followers, he actually redefined the term. He said, "Why do you say I'm good? Only the Father in heaven is good." He also said things like, "I and the Father are one. If you've seen me, then you've seen the Father." And so I think what he was asking was, are you calling me good because you actually know who I am? Is this arrogant? I don't think so. I mean, Jesus walked through life never messing up. He's the only person who can claim that. And on the day of his death, the only truly good person to ever walk the face of this planet did the most good for anyone that anyone has ever done. He hung and he died in our place. See, if we're honest, our own hearts say that we've messed up. We've all messed up. We're not perfect. We're not truly good. But God's standard is true goodness. The Bible goes on to say that the punishment for our not making the grade, so to speak, is death. That the wages of our sin is death. Now, wait a minute. I understand that for like murderers or whatever, but if I lie or cheat or like yell at bad drivers, you mean that I should be killed off? I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. If I took a cookie and I put some dog poop all over it and I gave it to you, and you could either choose to eat it or throw it in the garbage, you'd probably choose the garbage, right? What if I took like half the amount of poo and I put it on the cookie and offered it to you? You'd probably still throw it out. How about I just touch the cookie to the poo? Are you gonna eat around it? No. You get the point, right? Even a little bit of poop ruins the cookie. It's not worthy of you, but it is worthy of the garbage. That's the way it is with sin. A little bit or a lot, sin makes us unworthy of God. But Jesus saw past the sin and sees the person that he created and he loves, and he came up with a plan to make us worthy. 2 Corinthians 5:21 says this, "For our sake he made him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God." See, that's the plan. The only truly good person took all of our bad on himself so that he could make available to us his goodness. And if we want it, we can put our trust and our faith in him and put his goodness on, making us worthy in the eyes of God. See, God, he's got high standards. And rather than lowering his standards and letting chaos rule, he decided to meet the standard for us. so that if we would put our faith and our trust in him, we could be looked at in his eyes as being truly good. So this Easter, as you rediscover Jesus, I want to challenge you to this. Rediscover Jesus, the Creator, the one who made you and loves you, the one who made you knowing what it was going to cost him in the end. I want to challenge you to celebrate, not just mourn, but celebrate a God who loves you so much. Thanks for watching. We hope that you're going to participate in the conversation as this weekend unfolds. And you can do that by commenting below. You can also hashtag Rediscovering Easter. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on Twitter so that all your friends and family can participate in what you're doing. God bless.
You have been watching Rediscovering Easter, brought to you by Comox Pentecostal Church. For more information, visit us online at cpclife.com.